Yay! Welcome to lesson 200. Congratulations for getting here, and I hope you've been truly enjoying this journey and this unfoldment and this whole new way of living. You're over halfway there, and it's really, really superb. We're going to be moving on to some review lessons and then into a whole new section of the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. But first, let's fall still. Let's gently close our eyes down and drop our awareness out of our head and down into our heart. Take a beautiful, big, full breath into your heart, breathing in deeply. And as you exhale out, sending love out into the world. We'll do this 3 times. Big, deep breath in. And send love out. One more time. Big, deep breath in. And sending love out. And then gently bowing your head. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask that love would lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, that we are love, and that we are not a body, we are free. And together we say, and so it is, as we release these words. Okay, so our lesson is, there is no peace except the peace of God. Do not seek any further. You will not find peace except the peace of God. Accept this fact and save yourself the agony of yet more bitter disappointments, bleak despair, and sense of icy hopelessness and doubt. Seek no further. There is nothing else to find except the peace of God, unless you seek for misery and for pain. This is the final point to which one must come at last. To lay aside all hope of finding happiness where there is none, of being saved by what can only hurt, of making peace of chaos, joy of pain, and heaven out of hell. Attempt no more to win through losing, nor to die to live. You can only be asking for defeat. So this is really about recognizing that all the happiness and all the peace we seek is contained within ourselves. The peace of God dwells within you. And we look outside of ourselves so often. And what is outside of ourselves is mutable and changeable. The peace of God is not. It is forever there, and it is forever ours, and it is forever available to us. And it's like, almost saying literally, for God's sake, would you ever just stop looking in other places and choose to accept that there is no peace except the peace of God? Yet you can ask as easily for love, for happiness, and for eternal life in peace that has no ending. Ask for this and you can only win. To ask for what you already have must succeed. So it's already there. You're only asking for what you already have. To ask that what is false be true can only fail. Forgive yourself for vain imaginings and seek no longer what you cannot find. For what could be more foolish than to seek and seek and seek again for hell, when you have only to look with open eyes to find that heaven lies before you, through a door that opens easily to welcome you. It's so beautiful. It's like, choose peace. I choose peace. I choose the peace that dwells within my heart. And it goes on. Come home. I'm going to say that again. Come home. You have not found your happiness in foreign places and in alien forms that have no meaning to you, though you sought to make them meaningful. This world is not where you belong. You are a stranger here. Yet it is given you to find the means whereby the world no longer seems to be a prison house or a jail for anyone. So we've been given the means, we've been given this get out of jail free card, and we can use it. Freedom is given you where you had seen only chains and iron doors. Yet you must change your mind about the purpose of the world if you would find escape. You will be bound till all the world is seen by you as blessed, and everyone made free of your mistakes and honored as they are. You did not make them, nor yourself. And as you free the one, the other is accepted as they are. What does forgiveness do? In truth, it has no function and does nothing, for it is unknown in heaven because it's not needed in heaven. We only need it here while we're here in this body. It is only hell where it is needed. And that's us being in this limited belief system about ourselves. This is where it's needed and where it must serve a mighty function. It is not the escape of God's beloved child from evil dreams that they imagine, yet believes are true, a worthy purpose. Is that not a worthy purpose? You know, to use this forgiveness so that we can escape any sense of entrapment or being stuck. Who could hope for more while there appears to be a choice to make between success and failure, love and fear? There is no peace except the peace of God, because God has one child. We are not separate. Who can make a world in opposition? Who can make a world in opposition to God's will and to its own, which is the same as God's? What could it hope to find in such a world? So why would we oppose in any way the peace of God, the love that we are, the love that is available to us to know while we're in a body? It cannot have reality because it was never created. It is here that it would seek for peace. Or must it see that as it looks on the world can only deceive? Yet they can learn to look on it another way and find the peace of God. So we can learn to look on the world with eyes of forgiveness. And if we do this, looking on the world with true vision, then we will know peace. Peace is the bridge that everyone will cross to leave this world behind. And peace begins within the world perceived as different. So as you start to see the world as different, you will begin to know peace. And leading from this fresh perception to the gate of heaven and the way beyond. Peace is the answer to conflicting goals, to senseless journeys, frantic vain pursuits, and meaningless endeavors. Now the way is easy, sloping gently toward a bridge where freedom lies within the peace of God. Let us not lose our way again. We go to heaven and the path is straight. Only if we attempt to wander can there be delay and needless wasted time on thorny byways. And, you begin to notice, where you waste time and where you hang out in thorny byways. Well, at least I do. But what I would say is if you find that you have wasted time or that you're pausing, don't beat yourself up. This is no reason to pick up a stick, but be gentle with yourself and choose again. You can always choose to get back on the path, get back on the path, get back on the straight path that leads directly to heaven and to love. God alone is sure, and God will guide our footsteps. God will not desert their child in need, nor let it stray from its home. The Creator calls, and you will hear. And that is all there is to what appears to be a world apart from love, where bodies have reality. Now is their silence. Seek no further. You have come to where the road is carpeted with leaves of false desires, fallen from the trees of hopelessness you sought before. Now are they underfoot. And you look up and onward toward heaven, with the body's eyes only serving for an instant longer now. Peace is recognized at last, and you can feel its soft embrace surround your heart and mind with comfort and with love. Today we seek no idols. Peace cannot be found in them. I think that's a really important thing to recognize. There is nothing else that you can find peace in, nothing else that you have made an idol of. The peace of God is ours, and only this will we accept and want. Peace be to us today, for we have found a simple, happy way to leave the world of ambiguity and to replace our shifting goals and solitary dreams with single purpose and companionship. For peace is union if it is of God. We seek no further. And, this idea of self-seeking, this starts to fall away, where you become one with all. You're in the knowing now that you are one with all. We're close to home and draw still nearer every time we say, there is no peace except the peace of God. And I am glad and thankful it is so. So we're going to drop into our hearts and enter into a space of peace and a space of gratitude, because we're really thankful. We've got here to lesson 200. We're thankful for all the changes that have transpired for us. We're thankful for knowing that there is no peace except for the peace of God. And we can even move into gratitude for the embodiment of this lesson, because as we say these words, so we become them, and so they become the truth for us. So let us close our eyes gently down. There is no peace except the peace of God. For this knowing, I am so grateful. I am truly grateful. We are truly grateful. There is no peace except the peace of God. When you're ready, Gently opening your eyes and lifting your gaze. Peace.